Good morning. My name is Professor Chadha, and today I want to speak on technology, but not on technology as technology, but a segment of technology which is even more important than technology, and that is growing very fast. It's growing faster than technology. That segment of technology is called replacement technology. Replacement technology ideally deals with that technology that's coming along to replace existing technology to be able to achieve the same thing at a lesser cost and to provide better functions and better availability. This is not just something that a common child would understand by updating his telephone or by updating his iPod, by updating his iPod to an iPhone. It is way beyond that. Replacement technology even has come in terms of replacing the watch, replacing lot of things in our day-to-day life that even 10 years, 15 years, 20 years ago that we used to do. But what is most critical is how human beings are adapting to this, and why do they adapt to this. There is a catch in this replacement technology. The catch in it is called ergonomics. Ergonomics deals with the design of the product. The design of the product is such that it attracts you to pick it up. It attracts you to hold it. It attracts you towards it. Once you have the product in your hand, the rest, most of the job is done. The rest is just a follow-up. What the replacement technology does is it provides you the same thing but packaged in a different way. It provides you the same thing and shows you the same thing but in a different way which appeases you and appeases your mind. Replacement technology also does away with old technology and introduces new technology. For example, if you look at the iPod when it started, the format for the industry had to be changed. You go all the way back to the vinyl record. The vinyl record changed to the audio tape. The audio tape changed to the CD. The CD changed to the Walkman. The Walkman changed to the iPod. The iPod changed to the iPhone. But along with each one of them, the format kept changing. And the format which changed became the denominator that people were getting used to. So now everyone goes on MP3. Everyone sees that MP3 has to be a format, or AIFF has to be a format for audio. It is a format where sound is compressed but still beautifully. A lot of data can be compressed but still it can be without hiss. You don't use technology such as Dolby now. You don't use technology such as other things to remove hiss. But you are now in the world of being able to access and replace the old technologies to be able to get the same thing fast and the same thing easily at a very considerable low price. Why do they accept such sudden change? But they don't accept change in the day-to-day life. They don't accept change in the tradition, but they accept change in technology. They accept change in so many things. They don't accept change in food, they don't accept change in clothes, but they accept change in technology. What is it in technology that makes a person? Even though ergonomics attracts you to it, it is a question of ego in technology that drives you to own it, that drives you to have it, that drives you to create a statement that you are somebody. This identity crisis that has been there of nobody to somebody has been taken over, not by cars, not by watches, but by simple gadgets now around the world. A common man today doesn't have to use a very expensive pen. No one even uses a pen. But the pen has been replaced. But the fact that he is using the new gadgets that can provide twice as much better. The ink has disappeared. There is no need for paper, there is no need for ink. Everything is the digital word. It's so easy to store the digital word. It's so easy to access it. It's so easy to transmit it to somebody. But how and why does the human being adapt to technology so fast? The psychology behind a human being to adapt to this is primarily due to the identity crisis. It doesn't matter whether you're Japanese, you're Korean, you're from Taiwan, you're from India, or you're from the United States, or you're from Finland, or you're from Germany, or you're from South Africa. No matter which part of the world you are in, an iPhone is an iPhone. It does the same thing all over the world. A Samsung tab does the same thing all over the world. But the power it gives you and the split second of enjoyment that it gives you of holding that moment with you in your hand and being able to transmit it anywhere around the world and share that moment with anyone around the world gives you immense pleasure. It has replaced so many steps in between. So the replacement technology is a technology which is affecting us. It is completely stressing us up. And it is causing something called a digital stress. This digital stress is a stress created by the digitizing of communications. We are so used to communicating digitally. We don't believe in a letter. We don't believe in a letter opener. We don't believe in going to the post office. We don't even put a letter in the mailbox. We courier things. We don't even go to a shop. We order online. We get things delivered right to our doorstep. We can compete on price. There are enormous ways that replacement technology is functioning and growing. All the multinational companies and the big companies of technology, such as Microsoft, Google, Amazon, eBay, all of them today exist because they have converted our way of thinking towards doing the same thing but differently. And replacement technology is moving faster than the main technology. Yes, we will still type A to Z. We will not type beyond those letters. We will still have 1 to 0 on our numerical keypad. It will never go beyond that. We will still have a keyboard with so many keys on them. It may not go beyond that, but we'll have translations, we'll have language, we'll have voice modulation, we'll have a system by which we can speak into the computer rather than type into the computer. It is coming so fast, that it has become so difficult for us to keep track of. But young children, very young children, can pick it up so easily, and they understand it so fast. They get hooked onto it so fast. And the reason for that is that they like it. They enjoy it. We look at it from the purpose of what is the utility of it, but they just enjoy it to show to their friends that they can do it. Now, a simple thing like an emotion in communication, a simple tab like an emotion, can create $1 billion industry in the future. A company that creates emotion tabs and provides them easily available on Skype, on other formats, itself will replace writing down words, will replace so many things. So what I am trying to say is how we communicate, how we live our lives. In spite of the digital stress that it creates to us, we love this stress. We love this stress because this is the only thing that we know. Can you imagine a child who has no electronic? Can you imagine a child who has no electronic gadget? A child who does not have a television access? A child who does not have an electronic game? It's impossible. How many wooden games do children buy? How often do children play football and games outside? How often? Today's child goes to the gym to exercise so that he doesn't get medical issues. He doesn't go to exercise because it's the right way to live life. So it is the replacement technology that's creating this digital stress. 99.9% when you get an SMS, or you get a WhatsApp, or you get any information on Skype or on anything, you cannot just let it lie over there. You have to open it. You have to see it. It will keep stressing you so much. What is it? Why is it? Whose is it? What is this email? I must see it now. It's how you trained yourself. It's how these companies have trained you now. There's no way but their way. Yes, you still use all the alphabets from A to Z. You still use all the numericals from 1 to 0. And you still use the keyboard. But you think in a digital world. And when you think in a digital world, there's uniformity. And that uniformity is expressed the same way among 7 billion people. 7 billion people coming from different races, speaking different languages, can all come together on one platform, and that platform is the digital platform. That digital platform is constantly changing. And this replacement technology that's coming in is changing that digital platform so fast, and you are adapting to it. But while you are adapting to it, unknowingly, you're creating so much digital stress for yourself that before you get on a plane, when you get off the plane, it's the most important thing to clear all your SMSs and emails till your luggage comes. It is impossible. If there are 100 people boarding a flight and waiting at the gate, it is impossible out of the 100 to see more than 70 or less than 70 who are not using their mobile phones. 70% of people are always using their mobile phones before getting onto any form of transportation. Getting off and getting on transportation. Communication has been linked to transportation so closely in the digital area. It is the only way of informing your loved ones that you are on the flight, that you are on the train, that you are on the boat, that you are in the car, and that you have reached and that you are safe and you are sound. Till you don't inform your family that you have reached, you are stressed and they are stressed. Till they don't get that message, they are stressed because they're waiting for it. In the previous times, it was easier to just pick up the phone and call. But no, it's more expensive now. So you have to use the WhatsApp, you have to use Viper, you have to use so many other technologies. And all these technologies are replacing. I use SMS, but it's already been replaced. Even WhatsApp is going to be replaced. 24 months from now, not many people will use WhatsApp. Things will come faster, working on the same platform, on the same digital platform. But don't forget, no matter what these machines do, the key where we are superior to these machines only perform, but we have logic, and we through logic can come to a logical conclusion if this is right or this is wrong. These machines cannot think, they can only perform, whereas we as human beings can logically think that the information that's coming is right or it's wrong. Thank you very much.